Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and today we're looking at Godzilla versus Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue 5, and this is the finale of round 2. Let me just get my camera right. So this story begins with the fate of the universe in the hands of the Rangers that have joined with the Kaiju monsters, as if the Psycho Rangers win here, they destroy the command center, it is all over. So they are up against 5 Psycho Rangers that are combined with these monsters. And the Megazord is holding its own. However, it's not a particularly easy job. Meanwhile, Assault... let me just change this a little bit. That's maybe a little bit better. The assault on Astronema's ship is going well. So you got the Dragon Godzilla, and you've got Jet and the White Ranger tackling all of them until they come up against Rita and Astronema. Now the Rangers this isn't an easy battle. They are struggling, and they need the Kaiju Power Sword, but even that isn't enough. Meanwhile, Jet is off to find the other Rangers. I do like the fact that I do like the fact that we get some engagement for Saba in this, but it's literally not very much. It's more like there's buddies to your left, there's Quantrons to your right, but I would have liked a little bit more from that. That would have been pretty decent. But hey, it is what it is. And then they do the one thing that Astronema and Rita do. They say, well, you should have come here by yourself. Also, there was a little engagement between Rita and Astronema, the usual bickering, saying, soon the universe will be mine. And she's like, you mean what? You know what you said. Usual stuff and shenanigans. However, the Rangers and Jet are all together, and Astronema and Rita split ways and scarper quite easily, leaving it now down to the Rangers to finish off the Psycho Rangers. However, the Kaiju Rangers and the normal Rangers that are now an army are imbued with great power to unleash the excess energies. So it's go monster storm. So we get this nice spread, and pretty much it's over quite quickly. And the Psycho Rangers go off to fight another day, so to speak, as well as some of their monster bodies, which I think are destroyed. So, and then we see them in the future. So pretty much that's it. And then this White Ranger sort of gives a little warning. There are many things you might find hard to believe, Tommy, and many surprises right around the corner. So a dark little omen there for the Green Ranger. So meanwhile, everything starts to return back to normal. The monsters are back where they are. And then the Power Rangers, whose power coins have been drained, ask, what are we going to do now? And, well, they're back to being Kaiju Rangers with these Kaiju coins. So that means this isn't over. They have not returned back to their normal part of the time stream. Well, the other thing that we could look at, this is Rangers from another dimension, which I didn't particularly want it to do with this crossover, but maybe that is the case. These are not the Rangers we know, even though it's sort of always been hinted at that. But the direction is continuous now. So the miniseries starts to come to an end, and as you can imagine, it's clearly not over, because these have not got their powers back. If they got their powers back, that's it. This is done and dusted. And I feel like I would have been quite satisfied. I've not enjoyed round 2 as much as round 1. Personally, it's Godzilla and the Power Rangers. Godzilla's impact and influence in these stories has been very low. And don't get me wrong, they've brought in Jet, they've brought in the fairies and the other monsters, and that's fantastic. But there still wasn't enough of Godzilla in these issues for me to be as excited about. I mean, I really enjoyed the first Godzilla and Power Rangers crossover, surprisingly, because I know nothing about Godzilla at all. This, not so much. I feel like Rita should be joining up with other Godzilla villains. I don't know how this looks because my knowledge is very limited, but, you know, and she even says, you know, she should be working with Senk as unpredictable as Godzilla, but instead she is going to be working with pretty much the alliance of Ritas. So Ritas from every other dimension. Oh, well, when round 3 comes around, yeah, I do like the fact that there's a pig Rita there. That's pretty cool. When round 3 does finally come around, I think they do need to find a way to incorporate the Godzilla universe and Rita a bit more. I didn't feel like that was quite there. So, and that's probably been the lackluster part of this series. But other than that, I still feel like it is a great series. And got these on here. I actually ended up buying this from my local comic store as well, which I'm doing more often now because things getting shipped. I used to go with Bit of Planet all the time. I think I've been saying this for a while. Their shipping costs are a bit extreme these days. So for a comic, you know, don't get me wrong, I expect some inflation, but you're paying probably twice as much for a comic book to be shipped. It's no longer reasonable. It used to be reasonable where you would buy like several comic books and you would pay the same postage. Didn't happen now. So, and apologies because I didn't do my usual bit at the beginning. The story's by Cullen Bunn, and although I like what Cullen does, I feel like this is just not up there with some of these stuff as well. It seemed very straightforward, to be fair, and very, you know, not very exciting finale. Baldemar Rivas is on the art, colors by Idw Publishing. And apologies, I did that completely in reverse. I clearly got too excited and just jumped straight into it. So anyway, there is my run through of this book and some of my thoughts. It's very colorful, but that's probably about it. If you like my channel, please do support me by subscribing. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you to everybody that's subscribed to my channel already. Really appreciate it. And make sure you look after yourself. Very important these days. And as always, embrace geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.